Hello, Tam O Shanter, I can't find how. What happened? Well, we went a bit like this. When Chapman Billies leave the street and Ruthie neighbours meet, it's market days are wearing waiting, folk begin to tap the gate, whilst we sit boozing in the nappy, getting foo and unco happy. We think, no, the Lowland Scots miles, our mussies, what a slaps and styles that lie between us and our hame, where sits our sulky sullen day, getting our brews like a gathering storm, nursing her wrath to keep it warm. This truth find on his Tam O Shanter is he for air, united canter all day, on there a tune some passes for honest men and bonny lassies. Tam had been so wise as take then in wife Kate's advice. She said he was not but a skell, a boiler and blustering drunken boil, that frae November till October, and market day thou wasn't sober, an alcohol meddler with a miller, thou sat as long as thou had siller, that every nag was coddish, you and the smith, and thee got roaring, fooing, and at the Lord's house on Sunday. Thou drunk with Captain Jean till Monday, she that had prophesied lang or soon thou would be found deep drowned in doon, or catched wi' warlocks in the mirk. By all it was, old haunted kirk. Gentle dams, it gars me greet to think how many counsels sweet, how many lengthened sage advices the husband frae the wife despises. But to our tale yon market night, Tam, I got planted unco right, fast by an Engle blazing bright, like we Raymond Swats had drunk to Ringley. And at his elbow suitor Johnny, his ancient trusted Ruthie crony. Tam loved him like a very brother. They had been fou for a week together. The night drave on with song and clatter, and aye, the ale was growing better. The landlady and Tam grew gracious, with favourite secrets sweet and precious. The suitor telled his queries stories, the landlord's laugh was ready chorus. The storm without might rear and rustle, Tam did they mind the storm or whistle. Could mad to see a man say happy, and drown himself in the nappy, as bees flee hame with loads of treasure, the minutes winged their ways of pleasure. Kings may be blessed, but Tam was glorious, or are the ills of life victorious? But pleasures are like poppy spread, he sees the floor, his blooming shed, or like the snow falls in the river, a moment white then melts forever, or like the borealis race it flits afore he point the place, or like the rainbow's lovely form, in vanishing amid the storm. Nae man can tether time or tide, the hour approaches Tam and ride, the hour and night's black arch the keystone, that dreary hour he mounts his beast in his second night, he takes the road and his near poor sinner was abroaden. The wind blew as 'twad blown its last, the rattling showers rose on the blast, the speedy gleams that damned swallowed thy deep in lung, the thunder bellowed that night a child might understand. The devil had business on his hand. Well mounted on his grey mare mega better, never lifted leg, Tam scalp it on through Dublin mire, despising wind and rain and fire, whiles hodding on his good blue bonnet, whiles crooning over some old Scots sonnet, whiles glowering round with prudent care. Lest bogles catch up unawares, Kirk Allen always drawing nigh, where ghosts and hoolits nightly cry. By this time he's across the ford, where in the snow the chant smalled, and past the birks and meikle stain, where drunken Charlie break his neck bane, and through the winds and by the cairn, where hunters found on murdered Ben, and near the stains within the well, where Murdo's mother hanged herself. Before him, downpours, all its floods, the Dublin storm rose through the woods, lightning flashed from pole to pole, near the thunder's roll, when glimmering through the groaning trees, Kirk Allen seemed all ablaze. Through ilka boat the beams were glancing, came loud resounding mirth and dancing. Inspiring bold John Barleycorn, what dangers thou can make us scorn. We Tippinay will fear no evil, we Iskabar will face the devil. The swats, who reamed in Tammy's noddle, fair play, cod nae deal a boddle. But Maggie stood right sair astonished, till by heel and hand admonished, she ventured forward to the light, and wow, Tam saw an unco sight. Warlocks and witches in a dance, nae Catrelli and print new frae France, but hornpipes, jigstar spaes and reels put life and metal to their heels. A win-out bunker in the east, there sat all night, and shape a beast, a towsy tight grim black and large. To give them music was his charge, he screwed them pipes and got them skeletal roof and rafters, odd did diddle. Coffins stood round like open presses that showed the deed in their last dresses, and by some devilish cantrip slight, each in its call hand held a light, by which heroic Tam was able to see upon the holy table a murderer's bones and gibbet airns, twae span lang wi' unchristенed bairns, a thief new cutty frae the rape wi' his last gasp, I sculpted gape, 5 tomahawks with blood red rusted, 5 scimitars with murder crusted, a garter which a babe had strangled, that knife a fair's throat had mangled, whom by his ain son a life bereft, the grey hairs had stuck to the heft. Wi' mair, a horrible and awfu' to even name would be unlawful. As Tammy glowered, amazed and furious, the mirth and fun grew fast and furious. The piper loud and louder blew, the dancers quick and quicker flew. They lured, they set, they crossed, they clicked, till Ilka, Carl and Swat and Wicked, and Custer duties to the work and linked at it in their sarks. Now Tam, had they been queens, all plump and strapping in their teens. Their sarks, instead of creasy flan and being snot white simmed in hunter linen, these bricks of mine my only pair that once were plush, or get blue hair, I would have gained them off my hurties for a glimpse of the bonny birdies. But whether bedlams all in draw, rig with the hags would spawn at fall louping and flinging on a crummock, I wonder did they turn thy stomach. But Tam, Kent, what was fu braw when there was young, winsome wench and Wally that night enlisted in the corps long after Kent and Carrickshire, 40 dead, many a beast she'd shot and perished, many a bonny bod, and shook both Michael Corner and beer and kept the countryside in fear. Her cutty sark a Paisley ham, that whiles a lassie she had won. In longitude, though sorely scanty, it was her best, and she was vanity. Ah, little Kent, thy reverend granny, that sark she bought for her wee nanny, with £28 Scots, 'twas all her riches, would ever grace her dance of witches. But hear my muse, her winged curl, such flights are far beyond her power, to sing her nanny a lap and flang, a supple jade she was and strang, and how Tammy stood like the bewitched and thought he's very een enriched. Even Satan glowered and fidge flew fain and hooched and blew with might and main till yen cape a sign, and another Tam did his reason altogether and rose out, "Well done!" cut his sark in an instant. All was dark, scarcely had he Maggie rallied, when out the hellish legion sallied. As bees fizz out with angry fight, when plundering hares assailed her bike, it's open pussy's mortal foes, when pop she starts her for their noses, eager runs the market crowd, and catch a thief resounds it loud. So Maggie ran, the witches follow, with many an eldritch screeching hollow. Ah, Tam, they'll get thy fern in hell, they'll roast you like a hern. In vain thy Kate awaits thy coming, Kate soon will be a wolfy woman. Now do thy speedy utmost, Meg, and make the keystone o' the brig. There at the end they tilt me toss, for a running stream they dam they cross. But ere the keystone she could make, the fainter tail she had to shake, for Nanny far before the rest had upon noble Maggie pressed, and flew at Tam with furious ettle. But little wished she Maggie's mettle, way in spring brought of her master hail, but left behind her angry tail, for the carlin had caught her by the rump, and left poor Maggie scarce a stump. Now way this tale of truth shall read, each man and mother's son take heed. When to drink you are inclined, or cutty sarks run through your mind, think you may buy the joys our dear. Remember Tam O Shanter's mare. There you go, a wee bit of fun. I learned that in about 1970. A wee present from Scotland. Take care, stay safe. Speak soon, bye bye.